views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Hey, everybody. Yes, you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show, and I have got a couple of my buddies joining me here today. These are folks that I've gotten to know quite well. And today we're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about magic. We're going to talk about, how to set the vibe of Thrive for 2016 and beyond. Jesica Henderson joining me here today, as well as Ava Sikowski, and Shelley Michael will be on here in a hot second as well. She's calling in. Shelley's here as well. Ladies, say hi to our fabulous listeners.
Hello, everybody.
Jessica,
hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Good. Now, listen, this is what we're going to share today during the show for all of you out there. We've got a couple of songs, but we're going to talk a little bit about what's this year been like, what are the intentions we're setting, what do we want to bring forward moving into next year. Now, I am surrounded by extremely talented people. These three ladies are on our team. They help bring all the connections together so that you all get to listen to the show, I get to show up, and it becomes an amazing world. So I got this little song, this amazing song from Jesica over the weekend. And I'm always amazed when I get to hear about the talent, Jesica, Ava, and the beautiful words that Shelley is able to speak. It just really brings tears to my eyes. But I want to start off by the first song and then have Jesica talk about it. Jesica, you created this song. Tell everybody a little bit about the song and what you do each year.
Okay, so my whole family knows that I write and I sing and I play instruments. And so I'm also a fan of comedy. And so I don't usually write anything very serious. And so this year I wrote a song and decided to give it to everybody for their Christmas present. And the title of it is It Sucks to Be You This Christmas.
Okay, let's play the song, Benny, and then Jesica will come back and tell us a little bit about what that song means.
So here's the thing, if you can write and sing, I've got a secret that's really cool. Christmas time's a-coming and I don't have nothing that I can give to you. I could go shopping or I could stay at home. Guess
That's what I'm talking about, everybody. Now, look at if you
Good.
don't know what to get somebody, if you don't know what to get somebody for the holidays, Jessica, tell folks how they can find that song.
I uploaded it to SoundCloud, so if you want it to listen to it again, you can just search Jessica Henderson with one S on SoundCloud, and it's right there.
Who knew? And you're playing like all the instruments and all of that and singing and doing the whole deal, right?
Yep.
Wow. Ava, Shelley, what do you think of that?
I am in awe of our girlfriend here. She is so talented, so amazing. I don't know what we would do without you, Jessica.
Thanks.
Shelley, how about you?
Oh, my gosh, that's amazing, Jessica. You never know what people can come up with, and that's my new theme song for Christmas for, I swear, the rest of my life.
Now, we have been sitting around pondering what is the vibe we want to bring in for 2016. And when I say we, myself, Shelley, Jessica, Ava, Cindy, Linda, Justin, the team, Alex, everybody, we've been kind of like, what do we want the theme to be? And I was sitting here, Ava and I go back way back, like from when we first started to do this show 13 years ago. And I have been really, all of a sudden, the song that Ava wrote literally popped into my head. And I thought, that is it. It is the deep side of the pool. Now, before we play the song, Ava, tell people a little bit about that song, because now this is a song you've written.
Yeah, that song was a beautiful download that I got at a time when I was, doing some things I'd never done before, showing up in a way I'd never shown up before. And, like I said, I think most songs, most musicians will agree, are sometimes they're just a download. You don't know where they came from, right? It's like a dream. And, I'm finding myself relating to that again, and it helps me when I get those kind of downloads. It helps me realize that's what I need to do. That's my higher self talking to me. It's like, it's never too late, and when you do things that are going to be beneficial, it's always going to feel like a risk. It's always going to feel like that. And, why not be great? Why not take a risk and try to be great rather than just stay in the mediocre, which makes us all miserable, as we know.
Doesn't it make us miserable? And, it's really interesting. We're putting our crowdfunding campaign, getting ready to launch it in January, and we've changed the vibe of it. Our original focus was very different, and our vibe is to give back talk radio, and it's to give back talk radio to build extremely positive airwaves. That's our theme, for 2016, is to really go and look at what is it that's being done here based on what our listeners have said they wanted, based on what hosts and co-hosts have said they wanted. And, here's what happened to me, Ava, Shelley, and Jessica. Someone started to say to me, wow, Pat, really? Why are you doing all that at one time? Don't do it. You should maybe start out a little bit like this, just in case something goes wrong. And I thought my head was going to explode, right? Because intuitively, spiritually, and you guys will agree, we feel pretty good about what's going on and what we're doing for our listeners, don't we?
Absolutely. I mean, where else do you get that? I mean, I thrive for listening to people that are going to uplift me. I can downlift myself all day long all by myself. I don't need any help with that. But to be inspired, like the interview that you just did, there's always something that I can grab a hold of that brings me to that next step and enlivens me and reminds me that I'm alive and I'm not just, there's just such a different vibe that I bring to life when I'm thriving than when I'm not. And I know the difference. And that's a really important difference to know. And the programming that the Dr. Pat show brings the best of speakers and people that are on the path together. And it's one of the very few places you can go and listen to that message in so many different languages, so to speak. There's going to be somebody that speaks to exactly where you are in life.
Yeah. And what I love about this and what you said is that, if you look at the four of us here today, we did not show up with the silver spoon in our mouths or whatever it is. Shelley, tell me a little bit about your vibe, what you're feeling moving in.
Their voice back, which is why Take Back Talk Radio is so powerful. And there is a thing happening. It's that people can't feel. So what you are doing, what we are all doing at your show, at Dr. Pat's show, what is a place for everybody to bring that voice and rise up so that we collectively can share our voices and share this love and share all this goodness with other people and take that vibe, let it ripple out around the world to everybody that's listening and make that change.
Yeah. And, it's my friend Colette says, shift happens. That's what she says. Yeah. And it's really, really cool. I mean, we're hearing it all over the place. Now, Mr. Benny, let's listen. Let's listen. Deep side of the pool.
Playing it safe, and all my life I've been trying to make the best of this little box I've been living in, staying in the shallows. You can never swim, so I'm busting loose. I don't know about you, but I'm jumping into the deep side of the pool. Drown, but I'm gonna try, for I'm going down to live my life the way I dream, not someone's idea of me. I'm jumping into the deep side of the pool. Well, please don't think that you can't come along. I've been afraid that I might make a mistake. Well, I'm taking my life as I see fit. I'm jumping into the deep side of the pool. I'm jumping into the deep side of the pool. I'm jumping into the deep side of the pool.
Wow. Let's talk about
Thank you, Patty. Woo.
Oh, my God, girl. Now, let's talk about it. I want to hear from each of you. And, Benny, thank you so much. I want to hear What does it mean? I love what you said. Let's do it together. Let's jump into deep side of pool. How many of our listeners out there, you're listening to the show, 1-800-930-2819. You want to call in, we'll send you a copy of Ava's song. Are you ready to jump in a deep side of the pool? What does this mean to you guys? Because, I've been here before, but never quite with the same vigor, vibration. I mean, this is really about an action for all of us, don't you think? Ava, what do you think?
Yes, ma'am. It is. Action is the key. It's doing the thing that you're afraid of, and yes, failure is possible. But even if you fail, you can always say, I tried it. That we never regret the things that we try. I really, even if it turned out badly, the things that I look back on, that turned out badly, it led me somewhere. It grew me to the next level. And we've been through so much growth here at the Dr. Pat Show, but it is exponential now, and the shift is happening. And and that desire for things that are positive to do the thing that we love the most, that livens us up, is what people are searching for, I believe.
What I love about this, Ava, is I remember when you were making the CD, and we should just say to everyone, this is one song, there's an entire CD. And I remember when Ava was producing the CD with Dennis and the band, and, what that was like for you to go through that and actually step up and get that done and believe in yourself. And that's really the sense of it now. Shelley, this idea of believing in oneself, we were on a call this morning, all of us, and you were talking about 2016, and you were talking about the energy and the vibration. What is that song? I know maybe, Shelley, you hadn't heard it much before. But what does that song make you feel? What's the vibe you're getting from that?
That song was phenomenal. That song needs to go viral. That's all I have to say. I hope we can get it in a shareable format, because I will post that everywhere. That just feels, everybody feels that. Everybody has something that caused them to be afraid, and that's one of the big things that we can do here is lift people up and help them get past that fear and take that dive into the pool. Absolutely.
Yeah. Jessica, how about you?
Same for me. It just kind of reminds me of what we do every day is, talking to people and getting past fears and getting past our own fears around, can we launch this now? Are we ready for this now? You know what I mean? We just get past the fear and do it.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. As we were talking, I got a call that was coming through on our Epic phone number. We have a toll-free number, right, Jessica? And tell us a little bit about our toll-free number and where the toll-free number is posted now, because rarely does anybody actually even call on that number. But we've kind of set that up for our crowdfunding effort, haven't we?
Yeah, we have pretty much everything that we've sent out that says, hey, if you have a comment about this, if you have a question about this, if you want to take part in this, call this number. And it's directed right to our Epic number, and we can get those voicemails.
Someone asked the question, ladies, and I want to ask you. They asked me, why now, Pat? Why now? What is it about now that has got you so fired up? And what is it about, what's happening in terms of the network and transformationradio.fm? Technology that all of our listeners have pretty much said to us, we'd love to plug in. Can you get this done any sooner? Here's the question. Why now? This is the question. Why positive airwaves now? Why positive vibe now? What are your thoughts on that, ladies? Ava, you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, well, the first thought that came to my mind was, why not? But more than anything, I believe that it's so needed. The mainstream, the milieu, so to speak, has shifted so negatively, and people are inundated with it day in, day out, and television, normal radio, talk radio, what we call talk radio, typically brings to mind conflict, negativity, arguing, and people are searching for that spiritual the voice of reason, the voice of inspiration, which comes from a different place. Somebody, when I was at Unity of Peace in Basel yesterday, someone said the voice of inspiration does not come from your head. It's not in your head. It's in your heart. And what Dr. Pat brings to the table is people in their heart and giving the best that they have. And with this song, like, it was a download. It was some part of me that I feel is the best part of me. And that's what Dr. Pat, what's what you've always done since the beginning, since the day you went on the air. That's always been what you've done, is support people to bring out the best in what they have to give the world.
Yeah. I am really struck by the folks we're talking with that are going to be hosting with us and co-hosting with us. And Shelley, what do you make of this? Because it's really amazing. I've been talking with some of the most incredible people. Ava, I mean, yeah, Ava's known me for pretty much the 13 years. We've kind of been, we used to pack our stuff up and go to trade shows, and we're still doing that. But Shelley, how about you? How would you summarize the idea of this powerful positive airwaves and what you sense people are longing for?
They're longing for, to go right along with what Ava said. There's so much negativity on the mainstream media, and it's on in your car, on the TV, and so with smartphones and technology, people have choices now, and they're searching and they're looking for something different. And I haven't been with you as long as Ava, but I will tell you one thing: there's not one day that I don't get up and I feel so motivated. This has a life of its own. People are excited. You can't talk to enough people that want to come in and be part of this and make a difference. And, collectively, we can all do that. And you're providing the platform to do that. So it's a beautiful gift.
Yeah, you also, though, have been a listener for about that long, though, Shelley, right?
Oh, I've been in the fan club forever. I always tell people, you got to tune in and tune off the other stuff. So with this network that you're doing, I mean, like I said, it has a life of its own. It's growing. People want it. It's there, and nobody's doing that but you. And that's such a huge gift. And it's gonna make such a huge difference in the world this year. It's going to grow. We're not even going to know how fast it's going to grow. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Wow, what a great, great message for everyone. Jessica, kind of saved you for last because I know you are knee-deep in the weeds of making all of this happen. But you're talking to people as well. How about you bring us home here, Jessica? What's the message? What would you like to leave everybody with?
I guess the message is this, that there are a lot of good things happening in the world, and we just don't always know about it because that's not what we hear and read about, but there really are. And I think what we're doing with this network and bringing those things to light and spreading love and hope and healing throughout the world, it really is going to change the world. So everyone just needs to be aware that it's happening.
Wow. And for those of you out there, we've got so much we're planning. This is a time to really stop and breathe and reflect and think to yourself, where am I stepping in to the not so deep side of the pool? Where is it that I can power up with love, inspiration, faith, hope, and take that jump? Thank you all for tuning us in and turning us on. We love you, love you, love you. We'll see you next time.